Hello guys. So in this video we will see more data structures in Python, that is tuple, dictionary and set. So in previous video we saw what is list and how does list work in Python and some methods with respect to list. So in this video we'll see how tuple, set and dictionary works. So tuple is also kind of similar to list. So your tuple is similar to list. The only difference here, and you can say the major difference here, is that here in tuple the data, or once storing the data, it is immutable, that is you cannot change it. So tuple are immutable. So once given data, or once you create a tuple and add some data or elements, you cannot modify it. So how do you create a tuple? So to create a tuple we use rounded brackets and I pass in some data within it. So let me create a tuple and pass in multiple data. So this is example for my tuple. So if I print this, so you see in this round brackets I get this tuple, right? And also now let me try to show you that tuple from position 0, it is going to return me 1. You have seen this concept of indexing from list, right? Same way. But carefully see, if I try to modify some data, it straight away gives me an error, because tuple, it does not support atom assignment. That is, once you create a tuple, you cannot modify or change any data or element inside the tuple. So this is a major difference from list and tuple, or else it is almost the same. That is, you can create a tuple with similar or heterogeneous values. So here I have tuples with some integer values followed by some strings, then I can have followed by some floating point numbers, so on, and it is exactly working the same like your list, where you can store heterogeneous values and so on. The major difference is it is immutable, that is, once you add some data you cannot change it, right? And also you have the features of tuple packing and unpacking. So what is tuple packing is basically it's nothing but you have multiple data which you are putting it into tuple or converting it tuple. So we can use the tuple constructor. So for example, I will say tup is equals to, I want to convert this string into tuple. So you can see if I run this and now if I print this tuple, so it is going to be sequence of this characters, right? Now this I can unpack also. So I can say a comma b comma c comma d is equals to tup. So what happens in this case is, whatever is the data, that gets unpacked to individual variables. So now see, if I print a, this will be a single character a. So if I print b, b will be the single character, that is m. Then if I print c, c will be single character a, and d would be single character n. So packing is example of, here you can see, is given a single data, it is put into list. Unpacking is given a list, if you want to break it down into individual, store it in individual variables, you can do it by unpacking. So this is an example of tuple packing and tuple unpacking, or else it's the logic wise it is similar to your list. Now we have concept of dictionary. So on, we have seen that in list and tuples the index are basically given in integer, that is it starts from 0, right? So it's a whole number, so it goes 0 1 2 3 4 5 so on, right? Now what if I want to create my own key name, or what if I have to create my own index kind of thing, right? So in that case we will be using dictionary, where you will be storing values in terms of you will be storing elements in terms of key value pair. So you will have a key value pair where your key can be anything. It can be integer, it can be string, anything, and you can give an respective value for that key. So to create a dictionary, for example, is I would use curly brackets, then I have to give the key. So let me give key here 1 as 1, and then colon, I have to give a value. Then again 2 is string, which is a key, and for that respective value. So now if I print d, so d is nothing but storing key value pair. So this is key, and for that key I have a value. Now to make note, all the keys should be unique. You cannot have a duplicate keys, okay? It should be unique. So now if I want the data, now initially what we used to do in tuple and list, we used to give the position, but here we are dealing with our own keys, or you can say own index kind of thing. So here what is my index? It's a string, that is 1. So I will say get me from d my own key called as 1, the data in that. So you see the data is 1, it returns me 1. So this is the concept of dictionary, where you can have a key value pair data storage concept here, where you can give your own key and for that respective value. You can also create a dictionary, and you can create a dictionary using both list and tuple. Let me give you an example. So I create a tuple here, okay, which has list, and that list must has two element. So one is key, like I'll give a, and another is value, let me give 10. Then this tuple will have nested list. So here I'll say another key is b and value is 5. So if I say d is equals to, then I will use a constructor called dict to convert any type into dictionary. And also to convert, you have to make sure you give a key value pair. So this list has two elements, so a becomes key and 10 becomes value. And it's not that you should only give string, you can give anything. So I can also give an integer as key value pair. So see, so here if I print d, now 1 is my key, for that value is 4, 5 is a key, for that value is 3. So you should always make sure you should have unique key names, and you can have any type, anything can be a key. It can be even a list can be a key. You can have a single complex number, floating, anything can be basically a key. It can be a string, character, anything. And value also can be anything. So this is the concept of dictionary, where you store the elements in form of key value pairs. So next, coming to set. So set is also like your tuple, okay, and list, right? So there also you can store same heterogeneous or homogeneous values, but you have some set of operations which you can perform better, like you have operations like union, intersection, difference, semantic difference, and so on. So let us look at that example. So to create a set, we will be using curly brackets and we'll be passing some data. Now, very important, in set, you can only store unique elements. That is, in list, if I create a list here, so in list, I can say, 1, 2, 3, and then again 1, 2, 3. I can have duplicate values here. You can see, I can have duplicate values. But with set, that is not the case. Even if I give duplicate values, it is only going to consider unique values. This is one of the features of your set, where you cannot give any replication number, or you have to only pass in unique values. And even if you pass duplication number or duplicate numbers or duplicate elements, only one instance is being stored in that particular set. Now there are various operations that we can perform in set, like as I said, we can perform union operation, and also we can perform intersection and so on. So let's look at that. So here I have two set. So in set 1 I have red, green, blue, and set B I have yellow, green, and orange. So union is nothing but it combines both the set and prints all the occurrence, right? So if I print A, then union, I give an pipeline and I give B. So you see union is nothing but combination of this. But since red is duplicate, you see only one occurrence is there. To get the intersection, so I will use A and B. So when I give this, it returns me the intersection of two sets. So what is the intersection? That means I have this red which is present in both the sets, so I get the intersection. Now we have set difference. Now set difference is like you can say A minus B, that is give me all the elements that is in A but not in B. So let us see how we can do set difference here. Very simple, you can just say A minus B, so you get the set difference. So see, green and blue are the elements that are present in A but not present in B, so on. Now we have another operation which is known as semantic difference. So in semantic difference, what happened? It considers both A and B. So that is, it gives me all the elements that is present in A not in B, and give me elements that is present in B not in A. So for semantic difference, we will use cap operator. So I'll say A, then I'll say cap B. So this is semantic difference. So these are some operations that you can perform in set, and you can use this when you have some problem statement, like given two different series of data, you want to check what are the data that are duplicated, matching, or you want to get some elements which are present in one data but not in another, so on. So to perform all these things, we can simply go and use this set. So this was example and explanation for your tuple, dictionary, and set.